Hello, everyone. Welcome to Phasmophobia. So, I've had a lot of feedback on this, and I've had a lot of you guys tell me you would like me to do some more informational videos. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to take you into my custom, and I'm going to show you how I can determine what these ghosts are. Now, I've had a lot of people ask me, like, and how do you do it? How can you figure out what the ghosts are? Well, it takes a lot of knowledge in this game. There are a lot of ghosts. I was trying to exit out of that. So basically what you want to do is whenever you pull up your book and you want to go to your ghost, we have 27 ghosts. Now that's a lot. That is a lot to learn about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into my custom. Now, again, my custom is pretty high. My custom is a 9.50. So we're starting with 0 sanity, 0 evidence, and a 3-second grace period. Now, what I mean by 3-second grace period is that's how long you have 3 seconds from the time that ghost starts hunting till it initiates its hunt before it finally appears and starts the hunt. You have 3 seconds. So we're going to get into this. Now, this is technically considered a bronze for your apocalypse, but the map I'm doing is Tanglewood. It's probably one of the easiest maps. It is the first map they came out with. So we're going to get into it, and I'm going to kind of show you how I do things. So basically what I do is whenever I get into the map, I grab my stuff and I take it into the front door. Once I've done that, then I position myself in a certain location in the house. And you'll see what I'm talking about here in just in a moment once we get loaded in. It does take a few minutes to load in sometimes. Faz is Faz. So what I want to do is I want to take 2 of these, and then I want to take 1 of these. So again, it's heavy rain, so we always look out to see if we have Blood Moon. Blood Moon is always going to be tied with heavy rain. If it is all red, your ghost is going to be 15% faster than what a normal ghost is. So what I do is I bring my stuff in, and of course always keep your lighter in because the lighter does not count as inventory, right? So I bring that in. I will bring, of course, any type of candles, lanterns, whatever, bring those in. Because that's how you're going to roll out your Onryo once you figure out what ghost room it is in. And now, sometimes you could be in the map for just a few minutes. Sometimes you're going to be in the map for a while. So I'm going to grab one of these, which is your salt. This is tier 3 salt. I'm going to grab a camera, and then I'm going to grab an EMF. Because you can get a picture of an EMF reading, and you get a little extra money. So, you know what? Why not, right? Turn that on. Drop that in. Drop that in. That's going to be, the salt is going to test for the rate. Especially if you have a slow ghost. So, that's pretty much what we're going to need. I don't really do a whole lot of the video stuff. But it is nice to look to see if you have a orb. So if you're on no sanity, or if you're on no evidence runs, okay, and you get an orb, it's guaranteed it's a mimic. It's 100% guaranteed it's a mimic. You don't have to worry about all that. So I'm going to grab these 2 again. I'm going to bring them in, and I'm going to bring the other crucifix in. So that's all I need. That's all I use. Unless it actually, tells me, hey, it's acting a little wonky, then I'll bring in the parabolic. So, with all this sitting here, I'm going to go in. I'm going to put the crucifix right there. Draw that out. This is the nursery. It's automatically hunting. So it's a slow ghost from what I'm hearing. You always want to be quiet and listen for the footsteps. It's throwing a few things, but nothing out of the ordinary. But it is hunting. Or it was. Okay, so you heard that light switch? Oh, hey. The bone. It's turning on light switches. So what you can do is you can automatically rule out mare. Because mares will not turn on a light switch. That's just not anything they're going to do. So what I want to do, I'm going to put that right there, because as soon as I walked up, I got the cold breath. Okay? Then you can pull that right there. So that's another thing you want to do, is you have the electronic set in there, and you can rule out a Raiju. So if it is speedy through that part right there, then you know it's a Raiju, because Raijus, just drop that. Raijus get extremely fast. You walked through the salt right out. Oh no. Well, okay, so we can rule out a Wraith. That is not a Wraith, okay? So we know that it's not anything that is super speedy, okay? So we know it's not a Hantu, because cold temperatures would be a Hantu. We know it's not a Revenant, because it wasn't slower stepping. We know it's not a Thay, and it's not a Wraith. You can also look here, Cora Brock, so we possibly have one of these. It's not a Dio, because it didn't come directly to me. Dios will come directly to you if you hide. Okay? So we're going to take those. We're going to put those right there. The way I'm doing this is because it seems to be in the hallway right there. I'm going to put those right there because those are... Really? Was this where you're at? Interesting. Alright, let's see if we can find the power. So see, what's interesting is I moved out of this area and it ate the cruising. Do we have a shade? A shade will not hunt if you are in its room. Which is what kind of makes me think possibly shade. Shades are normal speed ghost. They do not do any activity with you in the room. Absolutely none. So we're thinking it's in here. So now I could take my candles, put one there, put one there. So now that we have an idea of where this ghost is, I don't go off of, like, say breath or whatever. I mean, or yeah. You did that, didn't you? Alright, so I'm gonna snap a picture of that real quick. I'm gonna grab this because it looks like we're definitely gonna need it. So you saw that it turned that light on, correct? That's not a mirror. A mirror will not turn any lights on whatsoever. So what I want to do is I'm gonna grab this real quick. Well, I want to look for ghost orb. So there's absolutely no ghost orb that I'm seeing. It is definitely in this room. And it's only blowing one candle out at a time. So I don't necessarily think this is an Onryo. And now that I'm in the room, it's not doing anything. It's not blowing the candles out. It's not doing that. It's not doing anything. So watch this. So now that I'm kind of out of the room, see, she lost me. As soon as I stepped out of the room, she started hunting. And we're not always going to be right. Just remember that. Oh, this is Grandma. You're not always going to guess the ghost correctly. Okay. So now, we're going to try this again. She's coming from this room. So we can go ahead and we can turn that off, because we don't need that. So we can rule out a Raiju, because she did not get super fast, and we had the electronic on in here, plus we have the camera right there. The Raijus will feed off of our electronics that will get super fast, okay? So what I normally do at this point is I just kind of sit here. If she does any interactions with me in the room, then she's not a shade. But as of right now, she's not doing anything. Now watch, as soon as I hop out of the room, she's a shade. Shades do not do anything with you in the room. Now, what I do is I normally, because I don't really go for perfect game half the time, I go out. I've got shade marked. Let's see if we're right. There we go. She was a shade. So playing on the 9.50 multiplier, even not getting any of your optional objectives, okay? Not getting hardly anything. We got the bone evidence, of course. We got a couple little media photos. You're still getting $2,300. So, and 2,300 XP. So it's not that bad. It's knowing your ghost. So the shades, with what we just had, the shades, they have a tendency. Oh, do they have a tendency? They have a tendency of being the most pain in the butt ghost there is. But they're easy to determine. I could have sat in that room for a while and that ghost never would have hunted unless it changed its favorite room. It will not event on you. It will not do anything on you. They are very shy. Very shy ghost. So to get, if you're playing on anything with evidence, so to get your shade, you're going to either get one of three, two of three, or all three evidences. You're going to have EMF 5, ghost writing, and freezing temps. They're pretty sneaky. They're pretty sneaky. But yeah, so guys, if you have any questions and you want to know more, you want me to kind of go over each and every ghost that we could possibly have, please let me know, and I will definitely make some more videos. But I love you all, and I will see y'all guys in the next one.